In the intricate, often bewildering, dance of relationships, there comes a moment, perhaps a series of moments, when the very fabric of connection is tested. There was a time, not so long ago, when your significant other, the one whose presence once felt like the very air you breathed, acted in a manner that suggested a profound disconnect, as if you, the undisputed love of their life, were merely a fleeting acquaintance, a shadow passing through their periphery. This behavior, a stark and bewildering contrast to the deep, resonant bond you had meticulously woven together, painted them in a light that was undeniably, tragically foolish. It was as if, in a moment of inexplicable blindness, they were denying the sun's life-giving warmth, the moon's serene, guiding glow, or the steadfast, unwavering light of the distant stars that have navigated humanity through countless nights. You, the very embodiment of their deepest affection, the living, breathing love of their life, were standing right there, a luminous presence in their immediate reality, yet they chose, with an almost deliberate oblivion, to act as if you were invisible, a mere figment of their imagination. This choice, this bewildering act of denial, made them appear utterly misguided, adrift, and profoundly lost in a sea of their own making. Yet, from the crucible of this perplexing experience, a profound and utterly transformative shift began to stir within the deepest chambers of your being. Instead of succumbing to the swirling vortex of confusion and the sharp sting of hurt, instead of allowing yourself to wallow in the murky waters of self-pity or despair, you made a conscious, powerful choice. You chose to redirect every ounce of your precious energy, every flicker of your vibrant spirit, not outwards towards the source of your pain, but inwards, towards the sacred sanctuary of your own self. It was a turning point, a pivotal moment of self-reclamation. With an unwavering resolve, you became entirely, unequivocally focused on your own life, on the intricate tapestry of its purpose, on the grand design that was uniquely yours to unfold. Like a magnificent phoenix, destined to rise from the smoldering ashes of what once was, you emerged from that challenging period not diminished, but gloriously stronger, more fiercely determined, and profoundly, intrinsically more in tune with the resonant frequency of your life's sacred mission. It was a revelation, a moment of crystalline clarity where you realized, with breathtaking certainty, that your existence was not solely defined by the role of being someone's beloved. No, your life was also, and perhaps even more importantly, about fulfilling your own unique destiny, about meticulously achieving the goals that had been whispered to your soul, and about standing, with unshakable conviction, in the full, majestic power of your own being, as an empress reclaiming her rightful throne. You came to understand, with an almost visceral clarity, the paramount importance of asserting your inherent power, not as an act of dominance, but as a declaration of self-worth. You knew, deep within your bones, that to truly command the respect of another, especially one who had momentarily faltered in their recognition of you, you first had to cultivate and embody an unshakable respect for yourself. This meant standing firm, like an ancient, deeply rooted oak, in the fertile ground of your beliefs, in the unwavering bedrock of your values, and in the undeniable, intrinsic worth that was inherently yours. This newfound assertiveness was never about seeking to dominate or control others, rather, it was a profound act of self-definition, about unequivocally establishing your rightful place in the vast, interconnected tapestry of the world. It was about radiating an undeniable truth, a silent yet potent message, to your emperor, showing him, without a shadow of a doubt, that you were his true equal, a partner deserving not only of his profound respect but also of his deepest, most abiding love. And in the radiant glow of your burgeoning strength, something remarkable began to unfold. Your steadfastness, your unwavering commitment to your own truth, subtly yet powerfully encouraged your emperor to make firm, decisive choices, to approach you not with hesitation or indifference, but with a newfound tenderness, a gentle understanding, and a love that was undeniably, genuinely heartfelt. Despite their initial, bewildering behavior, your partner, in time, began to truly recognize the immeasurable depth of your love. It was a slow dawning, perhaps, but one that illuminated their entire world. they came to understand, with a clarity that pierced through all previous illusions, that there was simply no love greater, no affection more profound, no bond more unbreakable than the one you offered. Your love was not merely an emotion, it was a force of nature, a profound and utterly unconditional current that flowed boundless and free, much like a steadfast beacon of light piercing through the tumultuous darkness of a raging storm. This profound realization, once it fully settled within their heart, compelled them to hold on to your connection with a fierce, unyielding grip, refusing, with every fiber of their being, to ever let it go. They finally understood, with a certainty that resonated through their very soul, that they truly, deeply loved you, a love that was as unfathomable and boundless as the deepest ocean trench, and as expansive and limitless as the vast, overarching sky itself. You, in your essence, were simply too authentic for them, a stark and startling contrast to the life of carefully constructed lies and evasions they had, perhaps unconsciously, been living. Your authenticity was not just a quality, it was like a perfectly polished mirror, held up gently yet firmly before them, reflecting back their true self, a self they had long been terrified to confront, to truly see. They harbored a deep-seated fear of what might happen, what might unravel, if you were to truly glimpse their unvarnished self, their raw vulnerabilities, their gnawing insecurities, their undeniable flaws. Yet, in their fear, they forgot a fundamental truth about you. You could see right through them, not with judgment, but with an unwavering clarity of spirit. You could perceive their sensitive side, their deeply human side, the very essence of their imperfect, beautiful being, and you loved them for it. You loved them not despite their flaws, as if those were obstacles to be overcome, but precisely because of them, recognizing that these very imperfections were integral threads in the rich tapestry of who they were. It was you who, with gentle hands and an open heart, introduced them to what safe love truly feels like, a love that is not about possession, about clinging or controlling, but about profound freedom, a love that is not about changing the other person to fit a preconceived mold, but about growing together, side by side, in an ever-expanding dance of mutual evolution. Your partner, once they truly opened their eyes, became utterly captivated by the radiant beauty that emanated from within you, your inner grace, your boundless empathetic nature, your inherent kindness, and your profound compassion. They saw in you a soul that was beautiful not merely on the outside, in the fleeting superficiality of appearance, but also, and more enduringly, on the inside, in the very core of your being. Your love, your vibrant energy, became for them like a full-course meal, a feast for their famished soul, nourishing them in ways they had never known, healing wounds they perhaps didn't even realize they carried, and filling their life with an overflowing abundance of joy and profound contentment. Your love was so true, so utterly fulfilling, that they desired every single part of you, your unrestrained laughter and your quiet tears, your formidable strengths and your tender weaknesses, your unwavering certainties and your fleeting doubts. They yearned, with a longing that transcended mere desire, to share with you the entire, unpredictable journey of life, with all its inevitable ups and downs, its exhilarating joys and its poignant sorrows, its triumphant victories and its humbling defeats. They wanted to be with you not just for a fleeting moment, a temporary reprieve from solitude, but for a lifetime, an eternity woven together, thread by precious thread. And that, in its purest, most distilled essence, is the unparalleled beauty and the transformative power of true love. In the vast, boundless expanse of my mind, where thoughts drift like clouds across an endless sky, and in the deepest, most sacred corners of my heart, where emotions reside like hidden springs, there is only one person who holds a place so utterly unique, so undeniably profound, that it transcends all others. You. Have you ever truly paused, even for a fleeting moment, to ponder the immeasurable, almost cosmic impact you have had, and continue to have, on me? Your mere presence in my life, like a gentle yet powerful current, has brought about a transformation that is nothing short of miraculous, a metamorphosis of spirit and perspective that I once believed impossible. Even during times of immense, crushing stress and the most turbulent, disorienting turmoil, when the world outside seems to be unraveling into chaos, I find myself enveloped in a profound, almost ethereal calmness, a tranquility that is utterly unusual for me, a soul often prone to agitation. This inexplicable serenity, this deep, abiding peace, it is all, every precious drop of it, because of you. I have always been, by nature and by habit, someone who tends to see the glass as perpetually half empty rather than half full. Pessimism, like a shadow, was my constant companion, a familiar, albeit unwelcome, presence that colored every perception, every expectation. But ever since you, like a burst of unexpected sunlight, entered my life, I have noticed a significant, almost breathtaking shift in my entire perspective. I now find myself, with an ease that still astounds me, seeing the lighter side of things in situations that once would have plunged me into gloom. I discover humor where I once would have found only annoyance, a subtle irony that now brings a smile instead of a frown. I find hope, a fragile yet resilient sprout, where I once would have seen only an impenetrable wall of despair. This profound change, this beautiful metamorphosis from a hardened pessimist to a burgeoning optimist, it is all, unequivocally, because of you. You are the only one, the sole individual, who has managed to find a way, a secret passage, into the deepest, most guarded chambers of my heart, not through force, but through the sheer, undeniable power of your being. I want you to know, with every fiber of my being, that our love is not just a fleeting emotion, a transient whisper on the wind, or a temporary state of being, subject to the whims of circumstance. No, our love is eternal, boundless, timeless. While the superficial aspects of our relationship may, inevitably, change with the relentless march of time and the shifting sands of circumstances, the very essence, the immutable core of our love, remains steadfastly the same. It is as constant and unwavering as the northern star, that celestial beacon in the night sky, guiding us with its steadfast light through the intricate, often challenging, journey of life. There were times, many times, when I felt like a lost child, wandering aimlessly, without a true home, adrift in the vast, indifferent ocean of life, feeling utterly alone, a tiny speck in an infinite expanse. But then, you came along, and with your arrival, everything, absolutely everything, changed. The love you have so generously bestowed upon me is like a powerful beacon of light, cutting through the deepest darkness, guiding me, unerringly, towards the safe, welcoming shore. It keeps me grounded, anchored amidst the swirling currents of existence.